about the dumbest way you can lose a football game. The absolute dumbest. First things first, I want to apologize to JT Daniels. I'm sorry that our receivers suck and can't catch a perfectly thrown ball. I apologize. I've never seen anything like that. I went back and looked at Lou's live show back before, whenever they were dropping catches, just to see what was happening. They need to drop all scholarships for the wide receivers and hold open tryouts. It can't possibly be any worse than what we saw tonight. It can't. And West Virginia had so many opportunities to put this game away. I'm completely agree. And instead of putting the game away, they literally give it to Pitt. Give it. You have a chance to put the game away, and no, we don't. No, we're good. We haven't seen you in 11 years. You can have it. This is your home stadium. We'll let us have it next year. We're going to let you. That's what they did. We had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to put the foot on the throat of Pitt. We just didn't do it. Honestly, I think no, I can't say that. I was about to say, I think our offense is better than Pitt's, but I can't say that because the receivers dropped so many passes. So I actually can't say that. We had the better quarterback, without a doubt. 100% for sure. I actually think Pitt has a slightly better defense than us, head to head. I think their defense a little bit better than ours. But the winning touchdown was a pick six because the stupid receiver couldn't catch the ball. It pops up in the air, they catch it, and then we can't tackle him. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is the freaking life of a West Virginia fan. Stupid loss after stupid loss after stupid loss, even when you're the better team. This is the best way if you could describe the feeling a dog has whenever it has to tuck its tail and run off, this is the closest a human can feel to that. That is the best way that I can explain the way I feel right now. I'm pissed. I'm embarrassed, shameful, and apologetic to JT Daniels. We put up over 400 yards of offense, over 400 freaking. And I know Pitt put up like 380 or whatever, but over 400, and the defense. See, the defense wasn't a Dana Holgorsen defense. Like, if you're a West Virginia fan, you know that Dana Holgorsen put great offense out there, but the defenses didn't exist. So we didn't have a Dana Holgorsen defense out there, and it looked similar to a Dana Holgorsen offense with JT Daniels. And I think the play calling for the most part was pretty good. There was a couple of play calls that I didn't like, but that's going to happen. For the most part, I think Graham Hare called a great offensive game plan. I really do. I think he did. I think he did great. But shame on you, receivers. Shame on you. Like, what the hell have you been doing this entire offseason? Our defense tackled well, I think. I mean, except for obviously the pick six. We were rushing the ball. I think we averaged like 5 or 6 yards a carry, so we were running the ball effectively. JT was sniping them, but our receivers couldn't catch a perfectly thrown ball. What I'm going to say one thing. Watching JT Daniels in real life is unfreaking believable. There was a few plays that I saw. I'm like, this guy's NFL. You could see the pocket collapsing, and he knew the exact spot to step up to step to the side to step back to. I mean, yeah, he made a few mistakes, especially when he was backed up in his own end zone. But for the most part, the dude is a baller. Very impressed with JT Daniels, and I feel bad for the guy. He played well enough for West Virginia to win that football game. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that JT Daniels did not get the win. I honestly, I can't comprehend this as a loss. Still, I know we lost, yeah. But the way he played, the way our defense played, I think our defense did great. But we just made enough mistakes to lose. That's the best way that I could put it. We made enough mistakes to lose. Stupid penalties. Freaking targeting. Are you? A lot of this falls on the head coach, Neil Brown. Like, it wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if he was fired tomorrow, tonight. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. I'd be like, okay, fine. Let's see what Graham Harrell can do. I am sick and tired of mediocrity. Sick and freaking tired of it. This is ridiculous. Oh, we're going to Blue Dude, like, y'all haven't been very good for a while. I know. I freaking know. And everybody has forgotten how good West Virginia was 15, 20 years ago. It's starting to become ancient history. It is starting to become ancient history. And that's also a damn shame. And it's pathetic, to be honest with you. Our brand, this is not like our basketball team. Yes, it has bad years, but Huggins rebounds and has great teams, and we got a Sweet 16, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's a coach for as long as he wants a job in West Virginia, he's good. But our football program is in the freaking crapper right now. And I'm not talking about facilities. I'm not talking about money or the stadium or anything like that. I'm talking about on the field. It looks like crap. Total crap. And I do think that it started with Dana Holgerson. Where the fuck did this take us, man?
I don't know. Oh, we're not there yet.
But do I turn here or turn there? Sorry, guys, I'm driving as well, and this freaking GPS does not make sense. But what West Virginia, honestly, I think West Virginia was the better team tonight. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. If you would have been at the game, you would have seen the faces of Pitt fans like, we'll take it. And of course, throwing trap, but you could tell the look in their face like, oh man, we got away with one. Like, we were not the better team. And they weren't. Pitt was not the better team tonight. But they made fewer mistakes, and that's what it came down to. I think I turned that the wrong. Hold on. We're trying to figure something out, guys. Do you see the
I don't see it.
Yeah, this is freaking weird. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. Pittsburgh is weird. So let's see. I'm gonna recenter over here. But it was a great game. If you're like a neutral fan and you didn't really care who won.
So it's saying it's all the way back there.
Is it the Clarion?
No, it's not the Clarion, but it's saying it's all the way back there.
Well, I guess we'll try it. So if you're not a fan of either team, is there something?
This is a dead end road.
No, there is something back
there.
And it's saying turn right, so I'm gonna turn right. But if you're not a fan of either team, this was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game, and it came down to the last second. We had a chance to tie it and send it to overtime. I'm exhausted. That's the longest football game I've ever witnessed without any overtimes, like over 4 hours. Like, my gosh, how did the time go by that slow? Like, did they slow time somehow? Like, 4 hours? That is freaking ridiculous. What number are we?
I don't remember what she said.
I got you.
Just look for the truck.
What color is it?
White.
Okay. Four freaking hours. Joe, how you feeling, man?
I'm more out, man. But
I'm exhausted.
I'm pissed at the wide receivers. I can't be upset with Neil Brown because that was a good game plan.
Screw that.
And he can't be out there catching the balls. But now the receivers missing them balls, man. I don't know. Maybe they need to throw some tennis balls at him at 400 miles an hour and make them catch them or something.
I don't know.
We have to write one.
It's red roof.
Right there. No, I didn't write it down. Right up here, maybe.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Something. Because we're on life support. Game 1, West Virginia's on life support. Game freaking 1, life support. Unbelievable. How many people we got watching?
We have 216 in here. Hey, thanks everybody for coming in. So Golden Blue Dude's going to get on his phone. This is actually my phone. I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll wait on him to come in here. He'll be back in a second.
Yeah, just give me 1 second, guys. Like, I'm like, hold on. And like, what you just saw was mild. So just give me 1 second. This is like, I got some things I got to say. This is taking years off my life. And if you don't believe me, ask Uncle Lou. He saw me whenever we lost to there we go. He saw, like, I went over and hung out with him. Make sure I don't have an echo here. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm working my settings real quick. But he saw me whenever I watched Texas Tech. All right, turn down your volume. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're gonna have a wake up. Yeah, turn it down. All right. Volume up. So
I got it.
last year, whenever we played Texas Tech, and I was over at Uncle Lou's, they saw how much it affected my health. Oh yeah, I'm not wearing my sunglasses. You know this is freaking serious because I'm not wearing my sunglasses. You know this is legit. You know this is not some type of game. This is not some. I'm not messing around. I'm serious. I'm mad. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm pissed off. John Waffle says, "Why are you blaming the receivers? They were the only ones good." You're an idiot for saying that, dude. You didn't watch the game. Receivers cost us the game, and you know it. I mean, literally, the pick six. What caused it? Popped out of his hands. Defender got it. It was absolutely the receivers. That didn't even make sense, man. I usually agree with you, but that was a stupid comment. It was 100% on our receivers, and we lost in the dumbest way possible. And that's been the trend of being a West Virginia fan when it comes to football over the past 10, 15 years. West Virginia used to be like the underdog and beat teams that they weren't supposed to beat. Now we lose to teams that were better than. Like, I think Pitt, I'm going to stick with 8-4, 9-3. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're as good as what they were last year. But I mean, they didn't make as many mistakes. I mean, they evened it up with targeting, even though they ended up not calling it targeting. Well, he led with his arm, but personal foul, whatever. So they made a few mistakes, but not as much as West Virginia. This is like this wears on my health. Like, I can't stop being a West Virginia fan, but like I can't handle this anymore. Like, this is stupid. Jimmy Touchdown says Rich Rod on playing to Morgantown ASAP. Hell yeah, I agree. 100%. John Waffle says, dude, besides that, they were great. The better team won. You're an idiot, dude. Stupid. You didn't watch the game. You're just guessing. Receivers absolutely cost West Virginia the game. 100%. I was at the game. I saw all the passes that they dropped, popped in the air, pick six. I mean, that directly. I mean, we had a chance to put the game away. Or no, that was back whenever y'all tied it, and y'all won the game because, dude, just no. The better team did not. Well, the team with the better receivers. I will say that the team with the better receivers, absolutely. I'm just this is ridiculous, guys, and I don't. I just like even if we go 8-4, like you can't come out in game one and drop balls like that. Talk is Pitt. That's what I'm saying. He said, if you were such the better team as you claim, and how come you, with over 200 yards rushing, you still lost? That's what I'm saying. We rushed for 200 yards and we still lost because we shot ourselves in the foot. We kept dropping the ball. We kept committing stupid penalties, turnovers. You literally proved my point, man. You proved my point. And I will say this: kudos to Pitt fans. Y'all were like, y'all were really cool at the game. Like it was a great experience. And after the game, they were like, man, that was a great game. Um, you know, one of the best we've seen. Stuff like that. So I do got to tip my hat to Pitt fans. Y'all were actually really nice. Um, it was, everybody's saying it was 50-50, but I don't know. There was a lot of Pitt fans. It might have been 60-40 Pitt. Like I'm leaning towards 60-40 because um I know that the entire upper deck that I was in was filled with West Virginia fans. The entire upper deck to my left was filled with West Virginia fans, but the the lower deck to my right completely Pitt, upper deck completely Pitt, lower deck to my left mostly Pitt. So if I had to guess, I would say 60-40 Pitt. Jimmy Touchdown says W has had a decade-long coaching problem. 100% correct. You are, yes, I agree. No argument for me. No argument for me. Absolutely no argument. By the way, y'all have to, anybody that wants to join Patreon and do the score prediction contest, the game that I picked for this week is number 5, Notre Dame, at number 2, Ohio State. I've gotten a lot of score predictions. So if you want a chance at winning $20, not just this week, but the week after that, and the week after that, and that, up until the end of the season, we do it every week. Winner gets $20. But it's for my Patreons. You can join for as low as $2 a month. So if you join at $2 and you win 1 week, you've made $18. There you go. But if you want to get in on this week, it's got to be in by, your guesses have got to be in by tomorrow at midnight. And whatever dollar amount you choose, that's how many guesses you get. So I had to plug that in there real quick. And Patreon page has grown tremendously over the past 2 months. So shout out to you guys. Guys, I am wore out. I am just like, this can't keep going on. Like it can't. It can't. Like, I wasn't happy with Holgerson. We should have canned his rear end year 4, year 5, whatever. I can't take much more of this crap with Neil Brown. I mean, the defense, he fixed the defense problem that Holgerson had, but my gosh, why can he not teach receivers how to catch? And the thing that blew my mind before this game is a lot of West Virginia, man, you keep forgetting about Sam James. No, the hell I'm not. There's a reason why I didn't mention Sam James as a difference maker. Freaking drops balls, and the streak continues. He dropped like, I don't even know, so many passes, man. John Waffle says, I did watch the game. I'm actually offended. Then you need to rewatch it, bro. I wasn't trying to offend you, but the bottom line is we made so many freaking mistakes. I mean, the pick six there at the end. I mean, what? And why are you offended? That doesn't even make sense, man. You don't like me telling you that you're wrong? Don't start a YouTube channel. Oh, wait. You already did. People are going to tell you that you're wrong, even when you think you're right. Happens to me all the time. Get over it. But I will say this: that freaking stadium will wear you out. I mean, it will wear you out. That's the biggest difference between Morgantown and Pittsburgh. Um, the thing with West Virginia Stadium is, so it's all on the same level. So you go to the stadium, and the floor, you go down to the lower deck or up to the upper deck. That's it. There's no like like at Pitt Stadium, like there's so many freaking stairs, it freaking wears you out. David Z, I'm guessing you're predicting our losses. Well, if that's the case, it's gonna be a lot more than that. Pitt L, Kansas State L, Oklahoma State L, Baylor L, Iowa State L. I would add Oklahoma L, probably Texas L. You forgot a few on there, buddy. Forgot a few. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a good night's sleep, but this is bull crap, guys. This is absolute bull crap. Like, why? I used to ask myself, like, man, we've had these great teams and we've gotten so close. Why can't we win the national championship? Now I'm like, why can't we just be like halfway decent? Like, good gosh, Tom Herman, bring him on, bring him on. Literally everyone was lying about the attendance. What are you talking about? Like, elaborate. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Jeez. This is gonna take me a while to get over, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this crap. It's gonna take me a while to get over. Um, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The only thing that could even start to help make up for this and make me feel better is if we beat Kansas, Towson, at Virginia Tech, at Texas, and Baylor all in a row. Like, how many is that? Kansas, Towson, at Virginia Tech, at Texas, Baylor. 5-game winning streak. That is the only thing that makes up or starts to make up for this. It's an inexcusable loss. It was an extremely winnable game. Extremely. We had the game won a couple of times, and we couldn't put them away because we made stupid mistakes. Freaking stupid mistakes. Like, if we play the way we did tonight, we might not make a bowl. Like, we can go 5-7 if we keep playing the way that we're playing tonight. And JT might transfer in the middle of the season. He's like, screw that. I ain't gonna be on a losing football team this year. Screw that. I'm out. And I wouldn't blame you, man. If somehow, some way you can get a hold of this live show, wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you if you transferred like tomorrow. I mean, the receivers you had to work with, they absolutely suck. Suck, 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 suck. I'm going to get out for a second. I need to get my blood flowing even more. Well, my blood's boiling, but I need to get it flowing. So let me get out here real quick. People are gonna think I'm crazy because I've been in the car and now people are gonna hear me how mad I am. I don't care. It needs to be said. It needs to be said. This needs to be said. So, and like I said earlier, Lou can attest to this. I think Raj was there. I think Hufferbelly Paul was there. There was a bunch of YouTubers over at Lou whenever West Virginia lost to Texas Tech at home because we didn't show up in the first half and they built a 17-0 lead. We came back and tied it at 20, but then they drove and kicked the game-winning field goal. They all saw it. They thought they were going to have to call a freaking ambulance. Tonight, even freaking worse. Like, I'm better now, but whenever it actually happened and we were at the game, I thought I was about to run through a wall. Seriously, I felt like I was about to run through a wall. And I was texting my wife during the game, and it was actually fun for a while because it was on TV, and she's not a West Virginia fan, so she was watching it as a neutral fan. No, no bragging rights, nothing. She's a Clemson fan, okay? So she's watching it on TV, and we're texting back and forth. She's like, "Man, that's a crazy game." I'm like, "Yeah." And oh, I bet you're biting your nails now. Yeah, I am. And then we go up a touchdown. And it looks like we can put the foot on the throat. Oh, I bet you feel better now. Yeah, I feel better. Oh, I bet you're biting your nails again now. Yeah. Oh, I bet you. I mean, it was back and forth from biting nails. So, oh, I feel better. Oh, we're about to put this away. On like the roller coaster of emotion for this football game, I've never went through any other game, especially as losers. The only one that's similar would probably be the 2006 Sugar Bowl against Georgia, whenever we built a 28-0 lead in the first quarter, and they came storming back, and we ended up having to do a fake punt to beat them, 38-35. That's probably the closest as far as going from way up here, oh man, we're up 28-0, to oh my gosh, we could lose this, to oh man, we still won, you know? Except tonight it was like, oh man, we have a chance to to finally knock them out. Oh, they tied it. Oh, we score again, and we have them pinned back. It looks like we can get the ball back and put it away again. Nope. Why? Because we're mother freaking West Virginia, and that's just not in the cards for us. Nope, not allowed. We're the running joke for God in football. We are the running joke for God in football. Needs a good laugh whenever it comes to college football. So West Virginia, we're it. Ding ding ding. Now I can't handle can't handle this. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But like, it's just I gotta say all this because if I don't, I'm gonna end up running through a wall, like I said earlier. So talking about it, venting, um, it helps, but at the same time, doesn't go away. If that makes sense. And I'm seeing, I see the Nebraska chat, the Nebraska comments, and like now I completely empathize with you guys. Like Nebraska is similar to West Virginia, but it's almost like the next step down. Like we're hovering at mediocrity, and Nebraska's hovering at like oblivion. And you had like these high expectations against Northwestern, who you blew out last year, and obviously the fake punt that went the onside kick. Excuse me, really late. The crazy onside kick that went horribly wrong, and nobody understood why he called it when he called it. With an 11-point lead in the third quarter, it didn't make any sense whatsoever. I understand it even more as far as how y'all feel about that. And we didn't have any stupid call. Like I feel like the game was called like really well by the coaches. I think we game planned
Pitt perfectly. I think our defense was executed. If I had to give a total grade to our defense, I would probably give it a solid B plus. It wasn't like they didn't like ace it or anything like that. I think last year's defense looked a little bit better. Those safeties need some experience under their belt, but they didn't look too bad. But there was a couple times where their safeties got beat, and if the Pitt receiver would have had one more step to get the ball, it would have been to the house. So they kind of got lucky on a couple of those deep routes because the Pitt receivers did get behind them. Vanity Rose, appreciate the follower donation. Says you're right. Your wide receivers dropped the ball literally. Yep. But your left tackle had more flags than Alabama has blue chip, and that's what we were worried about going into this. They said issues with finesse instead of power. I guess he was trying to get out of his stance too quickly. And that was another problem. Not just drop balls, but the stupid penalties. And that's not just the Neil Brown thing. Like, I don't know why, but ever since I've been a fan of West Virginia, we've always had issues with penalties. I'm like, why are we the least disciplined team in the nation year after year after year? Doesn't matter what coach we have. We always have way too many penalties. And I'm just like, does nobody, like, do we get like the most undisciplined talent out there and it always comes to West Virginia? I mean, freaking targeting, like, and when you watch, that was targeting. Like, that dude might need to be suspended a couple games. Like, that was horrific, to be honest with you. I'm like, why did you do that? What was going through your brain when you did that? Like, your thought process could not have. Oh, yeah. Neil Brown, yeah, I agree. Neil Brown is not a good coach. He's not. At least not for West Virginia. Maybe he can have success back in the Group of Five. I don't know. He has a good character, good personality, good work ethic, but it for whatever reason it does not translate to the field. It just doesn't. Last year we had wide receiver issues dropping the ball, but this year in game one it looks like it could be worse this year, and that disheartens me. Especially having JT Daniels, like I feel so bad for him. Like he didn't do anything to lose this football game. He played he played an almost perfect game. There was a couple of miscues whenever we were backed up in our own end zone and we almost took a safety. But, he avoided that. But other than that, he played almost a perfect game, and our receivers just look like garbage, to be honest with you. And I don't know what to do about it. I would say, Graham Harrell, I know you like to call the air raid, but until these wide receivers can prove that they can catch the ball consistently, let's run the daggum ball. I mean, we put 200 yards of rushing on Pitt, whose strength was their front seven. We put 200 freaking yards of rushing on Pitt, who has one of the best front seven in the nation. So going forward, I understand, Graham Harrell, you like to call plays, throwing the ball, but these wide receivers cannot freaking catch. So, as boring as it may be, our best option is to run the ball and shorten the game and limit possessions. John Waffle says, some of my colleagues think your argument is silly. I don't care, okay? It's what I think. You're not changing my mind. So the game plan going forward is shorten the game, run the ball, move the chains, throw it when necessary. Let's go back to Don Nehlen, run, pass, punt. Seriously, it's time to go back to that game plan. Run, pass, punt. That's it. mix up the runs, throw some misdirection, whatever. But, you can't argue with Don Nehlen. Dude, people used to rag on him because of that, but I mean, one of the all-time greatest, college football Hall of Fame, can't argue with that. Yeah, I would go with that game plan, yes. Especially with what we saw tonight, where we ran the ball effectively. We averaged almost 6 yards a carry. 6 yards a freaking carry. But our receivers cost us the game. So going forward, only pass it when you need to pass it. And you have a quarterback that can, throw a pass when you need it. But if you don't need it, don't throw it. If the run game starts to get stale, then start mixing it up. But at this point in time, right now, September 2nd, because it's past midnight, the game plan needs to be run, pass, punt. That needs to be, or maybe run, pass, run, punt. I don't care, but only one passing game per 4 downs. So that's how I feel about it. I'm sure a lot of people will say how much they disagree. Some will agree. It is what it is. I'm just majorly ticked off right now. I went from being in a really, really good mood. Even Pitt fans, you have to admit there for a while, you thought you were going to lose the game because all we had to do was put it away, and we didn't. We grabbed a loss out of the jaws of a victory. That's what happened. And I don't even know how. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make excuses. Y'all made less mistakes than we did. Y'all played solid defense. I will say that. JT Daniels had some great moments, but you still played solid defense. But our receivers are a liability, and it sucks. And I'm mad, and I'm pissed, and this trip costs us a lot of money. And I wanted to spend this money for a win, and it looked like it was going to pay off and get us a win, but it didn't. So now I'm just like wanting to throw trash cans and just like not think about it for a while. Hey, Joey.
Hey. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm
I can't hear you, man. I think you need to turn your volume back up.
I'm up. Can
Go
you hear
ahead.
me? I said I'm disappointed.
I think
in
I
the
could
game.
hear you there for a second.
What
No,
can
your
you-
volume's still off, man. The silent majority says, if Rich Rod came back to West Virginia, would it help? I don't know at this point. Maybe. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Go to audio, Joey. Make sure you got your sound on. But this crap has got to stop. My health cannot take this. I'm running out of years because these football games are taking, 2 and 3 year chunks off my life, and it's shortening my lifespan. So I might have to, I don't know, figure out something.
Well, I'll tell you, when you get my age, you just kind of just go with the flow.
Can y'all hear him? I can't hear him.
Yeah, they can hear me. Yeah, they can hear me. When you get my
It
age,
might be
just
my
kinda go
phone.
with
I
the
don't
flow.
know. I don't know. Because I had the issue earlier.
Yeah, everybody can hear
Hold
me.
on. Hold on, Joey. Hold on. Talk now.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Okay. It was
Okay.
me.
Yeah, everybody can hear me but you. Everybody can hear me but you. But what I'm saying, when you get my age, you just kind of just go with the flow. You hope for the best, But hey, I've been around to see a lot through the West Virginia years, so I think we'll be okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just one game, and we
Are you
played good.
freaking
If we
kidding
can
me,
catch a damn
Joey?
ball.
Oh, it,
If we can catch a damn
backyard
ball.
ball hasn't been played in 11 years, and we had several opportunities and we even texted during the game to put them away. Not only could we not put them away, but we freaking handed the game to them.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, man. Our receivers, they need to throw tennis ball. They need to get a tennis ball machine and just zing tennis balls at them at 100 miles an hour and make them catch them one-handed and just practice that. I mean, That's the only thing I know. I don't know why the hell he couldn't get his hands up and catch that ball that got intercepted. It just bounced right off his hands into the
What the
deep
hell is
pit.
wrong with Sam James, man? What happened? He used like his freshman and sophomore years electric. Like he can't catch a freaking ball.
Back in the first quarter, we had a wide open pass down the sideline, wide open, and JT Daniels hit him right in stride, and that wasn't Sam James, that was Bryce Ford Wheaton, dropped the ball right through his damn hands.
Bryce Ford Wheaton drops the balls, yes. I don't. Do you know how many times Caden Prather was targeted? Because I didn't hear his name called much.
I did not even see him get a pass at him. I don't know if he was
Did
in
he
the game or
play?
not.
Did he play?
I don't remember seeing him on the sideline there. I mean, I was right there at side. I was 3 rows back from the sideline. I was sitting there hollering at the Seals and the defensive line. You know, I mean, pretty much we could have a conversation because I was so close. But I never seen Prather.
Darling Gee, I agree with you. Yes, West Virginia and Pitt both suck as of what I saw tonight, except for JT Daniels. Do not lump him in with this. JT had a great game. He cannot help that his wide receivers cannot catch a perfectly thrown ball, and his foot movement in the pocket blew me away. The dude is not a dual threat quarterback. He's not really a scrambler, but his foot movement, his footwork within the pocket, nobody can touch him. Best I've ever seen.
So did you see all these super chats? We've got some
West
super
Virginia
chats.
expectations are not as high as Pitt. Calm down. What are you talking about? I'm talking about tonight.
And then here's another one. There's another super chat.
I didn't see it. Hold on. I must have missed it. My bad. I was ranting. I was on a roll.
I got it on the screen there for you.
David Z, I still see a path for West Virginia to 6-6. Spiral and rally. Yeah, but I'm sick of doing that.
I can still see.
Done with that.
And then there's the last one I found.
Yeah, I saw that one. At this point, I don't know. I mean, not immediately, but installing his offense and recruiting the speed to make it work could. You can't argue with what he did in the past, and I think it would fit perfectly in the Big 12. Honestly, okay, let me ask you this, Joey. Let me ask you this. If West Virginia offered Neil Brown the job, would he take it? Yes or no? Right now.
If offered Neil Brown.
Would Rich, what did I say Neil Brown?
Yeah.
I meant Rich Rod, my bad. If West Virginia offered the head coaching job to Rich Rod right now, would he take it? Yes or no?
Oh, hell yeah, he would.
Hell yeah. Okay, so if Neil Brown goes 6-6 again, why not? What would be your counter argument to offering Rich Rod? Other than
$20 million. $20 million.
Yeah, but doesn't the payout go down at the end of the year?
I don't think so.
Not.
I don't think it goes down to
Wait, it might be like 10, but I know 20 million. That's a hell of a lot of money, but I don't care at this point. I do not care. I mean, that's not as high as some others that I've seen. Not nearly as high. Especially, with all this conference realignment going on, if we can sneak into the SEC, if they can't break the grant of rights of the ACC, we're making a crap ton of money. Yeah, get rid of him. Here's your parting gift of $20 million. Now get out of here.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about it. Okay, so we all get mad about first games, but I can remember a time back West Virginia and Maryland played a game similar to this, and after it was over, we lost, and after it was over, everybody said, "Oh, West Virginia is terrible," and Maryland didn't look good, and it turned out Maryland was like a top 10 program, and we were a top 15. So you know, it was just you never know. We might win the next 6 games, and we
But
might
think
lose
about
the
it.
next 6.
Think about it. This
Pitt
started
might
the
win the
same
ACC.
exact way as it did last year. Turned out West Virginia played a good enough game to beat Maryland, but we made just enough mistakes to lose. This is an exact replay of that.
Yeah, well, this wasn't Maryland though. This was the ACC champs that only lost 2 players off their team. So
I'm
that
I'm
would be my
sick of
counter
going
argument.
6-6 and 7-5. Hell, even 8-4, I'm sick of.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of it because I'm gonna get ready to eat. I ordered some food, man, so you might as well get ready to come and have some food with me. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off though.
Yeah, I'm about to head out too. I will say this. I bet Jarrett Deggy is laughing his rear end off right now. Not at JT Daniels. He's probably staring in awe at JT Daniels, but he's like, those receivers can't catch.
They
I
can't.
already knew that.
Yeah.
West Virginia fell off after 07 expectations changed after your president at the time hired Stewart. I would agree with that to some
Yeah.
extent. I mean,
Stewart was a
we
good
fell off
man.
a little bit after that, but then Dana comes and we fell off a whole lot.
Yeah. All right.
And we haven't recovered, and I don't know what the answer is.
Let me tell everybody in the stream. I just want to tell y'all thanks for your support, man. I'm gonna hop off. Gold Boot is gonna stay on with you guys for a while, but I'm gonna hop off and rest up. So, all right.
Yeah, I'm about to hop off too, man. Maybe a couple more minutes and I'm done. I gotta get to bed and I gotta drive back to Charleston tomorrow, but I'll sleep in somewhat. But I had to make this. I had to inexcusable. Too many mistakes, too many penalties, too many drop balls, too many shooting yourself, too many times shooting yourself in the foot. I mean that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And I still don't think that Neil Brown is a worse coach than Dana Harbison, or word it another way. I don't think that Dana Harbison is a better coach than Neil Brown. They both suck. Both of them. Land of mediocrity. Houston went 12-2, playing Rice's and East Carolina's and SMU's and blah, blah, blah. And the two, they got crushed by Texas Tech. They got crushed by Cincinnati. And they barely beat an Auburn that barely got to a bowl who got beat by South Carolina. So don't give me that crap. He sucks. Neil Brown sucks. West Virginia sucks, and I'm over it. Y'all have a good night. David Z, $2 to help fund the trip. Total investment to the L. Yeah. John Waffle, we're partying. Well deserved. Good job. I'm going to bed and get some rest for tomorrow, and hopefully have a halfway decent Labor Day weekend over the. Although this is going to put a big damper on Labor Day weekend. So yeah, not too happy, guys. Thanks for stopping by. We actually had a really good turnout. Wasn't expecting to have this big of a show, so I appreciate everybody coming by. Everybody hitting the like button. Hey, make sure on the way out, hit the like button. It still helps, even though we won't be live anymore. Still helps the video hit the YouTube algorithm and suggested and all that stuff. Grow the video. Patreon, join Patreon for as low as $2 a month. Score prediction contest starts this Saturday. That's only 2 days, and I need your guesses by Friday night at midnight. And you can start for as low as $2. That means if you start as a $2 a month Patreon, you pay $2 a month. You get 2 guesses per week for a chance to win $20 all week. You win 1 time, you make $18. You win 2 times, dang, you won $38. So if you're really good at score predicting, go on over to Patreon and go join. And we have other perks too, by the way. Extra live shows, discounts on the merchandise store, and we're going to have live streams of college football games. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes. I plan on going to like 4 or 5 of these, but I don't know anymore. It costs money, and I'm not going to pay money to watch crap football. I'm just not. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all's support. Sorry that I'm a bummer tonight, but it is what it is. I'll do some videos tomorrow. Not sure what time because I got a trip, so it might be later on. I'll try to do a live show. We'll see how it goes, though. I might be tired tomorrow. Anyways, have a good night, guys. I'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. Just don't know what time.